Greetings, I've joined us tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fifth Dimension. I put the title of this thing, I put a question mark on the title, and I don't remember doing that. So, well, how about that? Alright, thank you for joining us. I have all three connections here. Fuck. Well, I had a great Valentine's Day last night. I was in the middle of the night, I was paralyzed. Saw a demonic energy. I don't remember what time it was. I wasn't interested in looking at that. So it was like my eyelids were open, but they really weren't. I didn't know what I was seeing, but it wasn't friendly. So it finally let me awaken. That was not fun. I tried to pull out of it. I mean, they let me see something. It was kind of clouded, but I think I know who it was too. I'm not going to go into details of who it was. And it's funny, my cat was on my bed, and my cat coughed up where I had where I saw the being. My cat walked to that area and coughed out a hairball right in that area. So that was yeah. So I gotta clean that up, and then I felt all these beings. Everything was there. Everything was around me. It's just I was too tired to deal with them, so I just went back to sleep. And then I was on an escalator trying to get to Disney. I think I've had that dream before. An escalator to Disney, and everything. All these big things were trying to stop me from going there. So yeah. So I had a great Valentine's Day with friendliness and unfriendliness. Yeah, there was a pretty heavy presence, but I was too tired to deal with it. It's like, just leave me alone. I'm going to go back to sleep. So I don't remember. There was probably other stuff happening, but I don't remember. But that was enough. So yeah, DNAs are changing. I mean, it wasn't like a. Yeah, I feel sick here and there. It was okay until later today. So yeah, this is when you get your DNA change. So yeah, you kind of go through like a 6-month incubator of hell. Pretty much, they kind of want, yeah. So you gotta get used to their energies, right? So you're gonna have some kind of contact, whatever the hell it is, high five, whatever it is. So it's kind of like you're going through like a spiritual car wash of because I sense them all here, and it's not just all three. There are other beings here too. So yeah, just the thought of having contact, and you're just adjusting to their vibration. That's all. And it sucks. It's just, I mean, I answered a bunch of questions, not as much as I thought I was gonna do, because I felt like crap. I took a thing, a medicine. I wasn't gonna take any more. I'm taking like a NyQuil or something like, or a Dayquil, and that seems to be doing pretty good. I was trying to stay away from that, but I was fine all day today until tonight. It's like, ugh. So yeah, being adjusted. Now this comes and goes, but it's like so for just for educational purposes. I'm even going to do a channel text on this eventually, but I'll have to write this down. But yeah, you just okay. First off, you have an idea. You're going to have some kind of contact. Of course, everybody wants everything now, but are you ready for it? Probably not. So. No, you're gonna be ready for something to just appear out of nowhere and freak you out. It's like, no. It's like, I mean, it's in the middle of the night. You wake up. I mean, people have already had this experience. That's not fun. But this is supposed to be a friendly visitation. So, yeah, they're just adjusting my vibration to connect to them. It's not gonna be on every day. There's no schedule of this for me to know. But yeah, some kind of entry point is going to occur, and they're just going to show up one day. I guess I'll get proof eventually from what I'm gathering, and I imagine many people would rather not be in this position right now, and I don't blame you. Yeah, I get like a 6 month type of thing. Yeah, it'll be on and off. It will come and go. It's I just go flow with it. You don't force it. Go to let go with that. You get nowhere with that. It's like forcing somebody to fall in love with you. It's like forcing anything, or forcing a job to come in or something. It's just something that happens gradually. So yeah, and your DNA has to shift with theirs too. That's why I've been feeling kind of out of it. So it's early adjustments is what I get. So this is kind of like an update. I should put update. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember putting that question mark on the title of this thing. I saw it and I just left it. It's like screw it. Another thing. Oh, Luxor. Okay, this is what I was going to talk about Friday, and we'll see what else they allow me to talk about. But all right, Luxor. I'm not going to show it. You just look up Egypt Luxor, not the Luxor in Las Vegas, the Egyptian one. I think I'm allowed to talk about this. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. We'll go into this and we'll go back into L3. But yeah, I feel like it's a rehabilitation energy there. Meaning that in Luxor, I believe that's where a lot of souls went there to be, to stay youthful. Like you heard about Atlantis, I don't know, I have the right words for it, but rejuvenation. So like you're 40 and then you go through the chamber and now you look like you're 20. This is why a lot of souls look like they're 300 and 500 years old. I believe one of them is in Luxor. Is it still there? I don't know. But that's what they did it at. They did it there. They didn't do it in Cairo. Is it Cairo? Yeah. Cairo got too much attention. But they did it in Luxor. Many healing chambers, yeah. So the mummy thing, people being mummified, is kind of like the same thing when they lost the power of it. But really, this is a long, long time ago. This is before written history of anything. The higher glyphs, I believe, are also to kind of mislead, hide a lot of information, hide a lot of knowledge, because there's much more. Yeah, they're not going to give you the full. So maybe some hieroglyphs were destroyed or rewritten because they want people to know what they were really doing there. So, and the mummification is when they kind of lost all that power. So what I get, I don't know who was allowed to use this. Feels like a lot of people, anybody was allowed to use it. And then when darkness started to move in, more of like the pharaohs and those in charge got to use it. And then after that, that was the end of it. Something around those. I believe the pharaohs used it, but I don't think they lived for like hundreds of years or anything. I think it just rehabilitated them for a while. So, and then, yeah, that was the entrance of trickster beings. Some just like being demonic energies, obviously. They make a career out of it. They're still doing it now. They have a lot of knowledge, of course. They think they know everything. So they come from a reality where hell is on earth, where they get everything. So they're trying to bring it into this realm of earth. They just like chaos and like getting everything they want in life. Eventually, all that's going to be breaking down, but not yet. We need the knowledge from it right now, from them. Eventually, that'll be, everything. Nothing lasts forever. I mean, I guess it can, but something just don't last forever. And I'm gonna add this anyway. Well, I don't know if people agree with it. I don't care. Iran has a lot of Anunnaki energies. A lot. And I believe that's one of the reasons of why we're having skirmishes with them here and there. It's just, those are Anunnaki people, Of course, you can say everybody's Anunnaki people, but I feel like Iran has most of it, a good portion of it, or like sacred Anunnaki, or a certain type of Anunnaki that's rare, something like that. Either way, it's there and it's stronger than people might realize. Obviously, we all have some kind of Anunnaki in all of us to some degree, but Iran, I believe, has probably even some of their technologies there somewhere too. And yeah, Israel has a lot of Agarthian energies. I don't know if we've mentioned that before, but yeah, underneath it, a lot of crystal Agarthian energies, which can, give people healing abilities and stuff like that. That's, it just, it kind of just found that place. There's a lot of alien knowledge. And I didn't realize there was like 3 religions over in Israel. Christian, you have the Hebrew religion, and then you have Muslim. I didn't realize there's 3 of them. So yeah, you have layers of protection of what's really there. So, and religions is just to hide the alien footprint. Of course, sort of. It's hiding it, but not really. When you hear about all those stories about all the religions, like, that sounds alien. But whatever you say. And I don't know if I mentioned this too, but I'll mention it again. About Mother Mary, she was like a starseed person, girl. She was really already connected to the angels already. She was already a hippie already. So having, the Jesus kid made sense. She's kind of already prepared. She's already a hippie girl talking to trees, talking to sand and all that stuff. She was already there. So bringing the Jesus guy in, I would say maybe not the best thing ever. I mean, yeah, obviously it helped humanity, but it brought a lot of hell to her doorway. So it's like bringing alien energies, but worse, sort of. However you want to look at that. Anyway, I see her as a hippie. And I was looking at, I've been researching a little bit of Jerusalem, people walking through, doing vlogs through Jerusalem. I can feel Jesus' energy there too, still. Which is kind of, it was a positive. There are some that will give their whole life to Jesus, and that's like, they'll worship him, and I don't think that's something he wants, but typical humans. Yeah, because they give their power away. Oh, well, it's another lesson. So anyway, we got a long ways. I've been looking at Joel Osteen stuff recently because it had a live feed on YouTube. I couldn't help myself to see what good Joel is up to. Joel Osteen, yeah, whatever demigod he is worshipping, it's like the money god. It's like, no, it's motivation speaking. Yes, it has positives to it, but also it says I need money to buy my yacht or fix my yacht and all that stuff. I feel that energy coming from him. So motivation on his side, huh? But also it makes you feel like you're at home and all of that. And some people just have no direction whatsoever, so they find that. So understood. Nobody knows what the hell to do, so they walk into the belly of the beast, basically. And it has positives. It's not all dark. I mean, like what they're talking about, you get new members or new people trying to find God. You get somebody to pray with them, which I thought was very healing. Actually, I felt a good energy from that because I watched through their live stream. I just skipped through some of their stuff. I thought that was really good. Their belief system's all over the place. I thought that's perfect. But I felt a good vibration from that. And then you have Joel Osteen trying to say, "Give me some money for my Mercedes and airplanes and whatever the fuck he's buying." And it just whatever works. It's motivation to him to keep which is interesting. Is like he has a big, he has a lot of expenses, but also that's like motivating him to keep the church going. To keep, maybe nobody knows what the hell they're doing in the long run, which is part of life. So it's kind of like it's motivating to keep the super church going. It's eventually. I mean, not to say, once you figure certain things out, another door opens, and things get more bizarre. Not to say have all the answers, but you kind of figure certain things out. Like religion's kind of full of shit, but it has its positives. Definitely has its positives. Because a lot of people are from religious worlds where they have to worship a god. Think about that. I don't know if they made that movie yet. I mean, why do you think people are so devoted into this stuff? Think about reality where you're forced to worship something. And obviously, it comes from our past, but even now, you're kind of pushed towards it too. But think about a world where that's all they do. Yeah, they haven't made that movie yet. But through our past, if you don't worship God a certain way, you're dead meat, right? So that's another reason why people are connected to the church, obviously, because they want to get their heads chopped off or whatever the hell it is. So it's a healing mechanism. So it makes sense. All right, L3 is here, and we'll see what else we can go into. We'll go into some updates here. It's avatar.com for those who are new to all this. I have 5 sessions somewhere on our channel. Google Hangouts, Zoom channel. My phone is recorded if you want it to be recorded. The shop here, I think I'm on February 1st now, so I'm making some progress. Hope to be on February 8th soon, but we'll see. So I'm back to 10 days. Same situation here. Type channel as a healer as I do recommend. Social network. And awesomeness, thank you for your support. Of weirdness. Yeah, I've been feeling so great and in work and just this has been a bizarre I feel like I got everybody around me right now. Alright, I'm gonna bring L3 through. Alright, we'll see if they have anything consciously to say first. Humanity is moving in the right direction. There's nothing to be afraid of. But yeah, humans are going to be connecting more to alien energies. There's no those that wish to. It's a gradual process. It's kind of like going into the galactic ER for 6 months. Because your body has to be recalibrated to connect with us. We have to know you and you need to know us. So, as for knowing our personal beliefs and all that, you'll get downloads you might not fully remember right now. You just adjust into our vibration at this time. There would be stages of awakeness that is necessary. Just realize the main one is not to be afraid of anything. Is overcome your fear. And connect to our vibrations. Like connecting to a computer, it's kind of like being inside of a computer. It's like knowing the inner workings of how the machine works. It's kind of like that, because you're going into another reality. Our reality. Now, you might not see it, but yes, you're going to have some beings that want to stop you. And that was the visitation that Ivan received yesterday. Or this morning. Yeah. They're furious. They're losing. See, that's the thing. There's going to be some beings that are going to be, yes, nasty, yes, unloving. Yeah, trying to trap you, try to stop you. There's nothing to be afraid of once again. Yeah, so this isn't going to be for everyone. There's a warning curve of basically adjusting your vibration to a new alien encounter. I realize people are going to lose their patience, and that's kind of the idea. This isn't a race. We're not here to put up a show for people. So if you get bored and it's like, oh, there's no encounter today, then that's fine. There's no proof of alien energies, then that means many things. But yes, our connection with you is going to be gradual. It's going to, you're shifting realities, and the mind can only handle so much. So where and think about on a human level, most humans don't believe we even exist. Even those that know we're around don't understand us completely. And some not terrified of us. They have no problem looking at a ship and waving at it. But actually having a physical connection with us is a whole nother story. Especially when you have to heal your own self. Remove blockages so you can see us more clearly. So we can talk to you. Wow. Healing insecurities. Because, yes, when we come through, yes, you might look ridiculous connecting with us. Because your human collective does not have us in front of you. We're not something that you see on a daily basis. You might see it on fiction. But now it comes into your daily life. It's going to scare a lot of people. So how many want to be a conduit for that? Not many. No, the time that goes into it, the life sacrifice. So many want a relationship with a physical person here and live the life that you've told that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Have the education, have the relationship, and live on your life. Adding an alien to that doesn't really fit in too well now, does it? But some of you are incarnate here for a mission of, strangeness, to even out your timelines, to change them. Many of you are here to change Earth timelines on a galactic scale. And some of you have been through hell throughout your life and go through more hell before we show up. Some are here to derail your connection. But we have to also see if you can handle the test. We bring in, it's like for us to show up, you have to agree to many tests. Yes, to make yourself, not necessarily make yourself look foolish, but to know more about yourself, to make a decision about yourself, what is right, what is wrong, on a moral level. That don't let somebody control you. You are going to be your own person. There's a lot of knowledge here. Not everything's going to be laid out clearly in this reality just yet. There's a lot of what needs to be said here is because there's going to be some cryptic messages here. We have our reasons for it. By connecting aliens to humans together is a foreign land with a foreign land. There's many alien beings that don't care much for humans, and that is true. They're already running your planet. Monetary systems. One of the reasons why your money is green, because some of those alien beings are green in appearance. Just to give you a hint. I think some of you can put that piece together. Well, Anunnaki might have introduced the money, but who took over it and controlled it ever since? So, money has been weaponized in certain ways, yes. Humans have been weaponized against each other through racism. Humans have been weaponized to fight among each other. Find ways of hating each other. Politicians have found a way. It's like, how do you get humanity to fight among each other? Throughout your history, some got in wars because it just got it was territory. Some of it was for love. Of course, you know that. Some are just want a challenge. So yes, without technologies today, many of you will probably still be in this war that you've seen in your past. The war would now you have a different type of war, but the combat war. Now I'm talking about World War III war. We're talking about basically just staying in your old habits. Not all of you want that, we understand, but some of you get pulled into someone else's difficulties, challenges. Some just want, in the past, even now, the wealthy have agendas, and yes, they are connected to elite energies. That's also to form your countries, build your current reality at this time. Technology came in to kind of halt a lot of the manipulations. Yes, it realized it brought in new problems, but also changed your timeline. Now your living conditions are different. Now you can fly in the air and go places. So technology came in to just basically shift you out of the old world. You've done everything you can in the old world, and yes, the old world kind of continued on. In the time of the restoration period, could be right now still. Small little technologies here and there, but nothing too major. It could have, but we made a change there. you know, and then one alien being brings in a change, and others come in to add to it. Yes, it does create a world war. The world war was just an adjustment. The first one, you're adjusting to the new energies that you have now. You have tanks, you have cars. You're adjusting. World War II was another adjustment. It's like you're clearing out the old, bringing in the new. Yes, it was hard, but a lot of animals go through a lot of, change too. They go through fires, you see in forest fires. It just things aren't, just nature has to take its course. And yes, World War II went out of control, but also once again, nature had to take its course. Now you're in a new age, a digital age. An age where you can communicate with everyone, which is good. Where now you're going into more of the alien visitations, selfies with aliens eventually. As people get used to it. Right now they're going to be terrified of it. But yeah, eventually they'll get used to it. Have an ET that they're absolutely terrified of. Realize you have a gradual process of this. But yes, also you see in your entertainment, it's there, small in little areas, but even what is his name? Robin Williams played an alien in one of his TV shows. Is that giving you kind of a hint? So comedy and alien energies is probably going to come in more of your society eventually. Rick and Morty has that, but Rick and Morty is more of a serious comedy because it has a lot of messages, and sometimes it adds laughs, but really rather be serious because it has a lot to say. So it throws a comedy bit here and there, but it's more like Sanford and Son than it is anything else. It's like Galactic Sanford and Son. Here's our other versions of Earth in your backyard. So it shows that you're transitioning. But yes, alien in your entertainment, alien comedies will probably be so that way humans can laugh about this while they're losing their minds. As it becomes more, because if it's too serious, people are going to freak out. It can have the best intentions ever, but you put this on a realism state, yeah, it feels like it's a horror movie, and everyone can be. It's not intended to be that way, but it can feel that way because it becomes so real. People just get scared. They feel like they're going to lose their reality. They're going to lose their life, which isn't the case. But many feel that way. They know change is and also realize this is very similar to the New World. When America was discovered, it's kind of the same thing. It was a frightening time. It was electrifying, but also frightening. Now, those that were on the first ship were having a blast. Of course, they were mercenaries to a degree, but they had to be. They wanted to survive. So, due to their mentality. In this case, yes, this is no rule book. There's no book on how to go about this. We have a better idea, of course. Trust me, we know all scenarios. That doesn't mean that we can see them all clearly, because humans sometimes are faster than we are. But it depends on the being. Some beings don't pay attention. And the humans can take advantage of aliens, which they have in the past. Not that that will happen right away. But yeah, humans and aliens are gonna clash eventually. Some humans learn that way. But you got a while for that one. It won't be a war or anything. They're just a clash of just basically what. First off, they can't believe this is even happening, and many are just turned off by it. They want their old way of life. Their old way of life is going to eventually start to disintegrate. The belief systems, the government systems, even the sports, all that's going to change. It won't. Sports won't deteriorate, but will change. Doesn't mean you're gonna have aliens on your football team anytime soon. But you're just gonna have a different point of view, viewpoint. It's like, wow, we thought we had the world figured out, and I guess not. So our connection here is just to warm things up. What belief systems is like a knife, isn't it? Especially in religions. People would rather stab themselves than hear the truth. You'd be surprised. It is actually quite common. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like humans like to sacrifice themselves for a certain belief system. So when alien life showing up, those that are religiously obsessed feel like either God doesn't like them, hates them, or they're not good enough for God. Why is this happening to us? This is your foundations, your origins. Doesn't mean all alien beings have a full understanding of where you came from, but we are here to assist you as you evolve. You're evolving into our vibration. We're evolving into yours. So we're learning from each other. No one's better than anyone. We're not here to save your planet. We are here to assist, but not save. You are here to save. Our connection here, as we speak now, is a joint connection. It is a friendly connection with conduit and alien. We're here to assist others to prepare them for their own connections, if they want it. Now, obviously, there's going to be much fear there, which is quite understood. But you're not being judged for that, because this is a tall step. Humanity is not going to be the same ever again. Once we make our presence known, the world will never be the same. Timelines will never be the same. But yes, most of your humans will see us as a burden at first. Yeah, some will call us fake, but they won't be able to prove that for long. But some will be individual admit that we're out to take out your world and destroy it, which is not the case at all. Humans have done a good job of their own on that part. And yes, there are beings here that are causing difficulties, but they're influencing the human to do that. They're influencing the human to pollute it, cause difficulties, destroy relationships. There are beings that are very much involved with that. And you might meet them too. Yes, we're the ones that broke up your marriage that probably would have lasted 20 years. But apparently you did not want that. So we have a lot of answers within your society that I imagine many would actually want to hear on a personal level. Why your governments exist? Protect humans from each other. Kind of like a referee, a guardian in some ways. It's like society gave the keys to, I wouldn't call it a parents, but gave the keys to their lives to somebody else, let's put it that way. As they go wrong amok and learn things and do things and explore and just, figure themselves out on a different level. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, give your power away to somebody else to run your planet. So basically making sure your streets are working, your governments, war. Of course, the wars, not many are enjoying that part, but that's kind of like you already gave them power. They're going to do what the hell they want now. And war is part of that. As you can see. You have no control over that, but They're the ones that build the streets and, make the walls. That's going to change. It already has been changing. Many of you, on a collective level, have been healing the wars and ending them. You can't stop them all. But you are doing an excellent job on healing that aspect of your planet. More is on the way. The family life, yes. The family life, yes, is like some families have thorns within them from certain, because the family is not seeing, every family member is not seeing each other family member the clearest, because some family members don't want to be seen. So they put blockages up, walls around themselves, so you can't see them for what they really are. Not that they're bad, but they don't want to open themselves up, as you can see. So it makes it very hard. Some family members can be very deceitful, yes. Because some of you are incarnated in families that parent used to be a villain of yours in your previous incarnation. But now you're showing love and respect and also warning from that person. Some of you have had divorces with spouses, and that spouse is now your parent and your other child. And you didn't get along as a relationship, and you're still not getting along as mother and daughter or son, whatever it might be. So, yeah, there's different aspects. So it's like we didn't make it as a couple, maybe as a parent, or maybe didn't make it at all. There's still something there to be learned, understood. There's layers within all dynamics. You're basically going inside of your reality, going inside of who you are. Yes, not the easiest thing to see, but many of you have seen some funny things already. Because they have a good sense of humor about, which is good. Not everybody's going to have that. Most of your human collective is going to be crying about opening themselves up, because they just feel like this is nothing but pain. And it is painful to see where you all truly came from. So realize also, alien energies are not going to interfere with daily life anytime soon. But also the proof of our existence is going to get stronger here. It's inevitable. But yes, many will find it humorous and unbelievable and not take it too seriously. But those of you that know we are here, our presence is going to get stronger and stronger because you're feeling it. Because you are ready for it and it will continue on. Some of you already have experiences through dreams and astral connections and the physical realms. If you wish it to open, it will. It's not for everybody, so if you don't want it, no worries. Yes, keep those doors shut. We understand why. Because when those doors are open, it's like Disneyland in your home, and unwanted guests are everywhere. We understand why some of you have a difficulty. Now, some of you have portals in your homes, and you try to shut it, and things are not happening, but you kind of made peace with it. Many of those, yes, are teaching you about yourself. See, if you might not have friends on the outside world in your 3D world, you have alien friends instead. So they're to keep you company. There's more to it than that, but that's the easy version of it. It's helping you have a social life. You have to connect to somebody. It can't always be... we realize many of you are from a different reality of vibration, and this reality of the physical, there's no way to relate to it. So having a portal open up and alien beings wandering around in the fourth dimension, you just feel their energies, is maybe not so bad after all. As when physically showing up is up to you. Many of them say, I can feel you around, that's quite alright. But others of you that wish for a physical presence is inevitable. Yes. One time's right. It is a gradual process. It'll happen when it needs to happen. Let's put it that way. So when you're aware that it can happen and not forcing it and just letting it flow, it will find itself to you when the time's right. If you force it, we'll just say that won't work. Most of you will realize that it's not going to work. But if you continue to do that, your chances of physical connections are less likely to happen. Now you can say you're welcome, the doors are open for us to arrive, that's one thing. Yes, With a Zeta collective like ours, there are reptilians and Nordic beings assisting also in the background. Not likely a reptilian being is going to make an appearance just yet. First, the Greys will make their appearance, Nordics, and then most likely a reptilian being when the time is right. Yes, where once like contactee gets used to the presence, it depending on when the being wishes to be known, can be appear around the contactee, because that's where the energy is safe, and it's like and it keeps other people safe too. Like you might take a picture and see something next to them, a light, an orb. See, that's them. So just the presence, the doorway is slowly evolving. And once you're okay with it, we will be there. Even us, we're not really that prepared ourselves. We have to adjust to how your reaction. So if you get uncomfortable, we get uncomfortable. Because there is a psychic connection there. So we do feel your intentions. We feel your heart. We feel body functions where you are. We do realize many are going through illnesses because of our presence, but that was kind of part of the contract. But we feel that too, but we assist with healing those ailments. But what is humanity? Oh wow! Now humanity on a global scale won't really feel this. Yeah, everyone's gonna go through a change eventually. Yes. Yeah, I feel it's the adjustment over time. Yes. But nothing to worry right now. This virus in China is used to control the people right now. Now, some of the people that have this virus are deciding what to do with their lives. Stay here or leave. Some of them are figuring out if this is what they want for themselves. And China is kind of showing the rest of the world you can make that choice too, because this thing can spread to them if they want. Most of you, most likely, it won't occur. It won't affect you at all. It might affect financial areas in some parts of your world, yes, of course. Well, it has to get somebody's attention. Your world is adjusting. So, many souls. Now, a lot of China, yes, you might see this virus as a negative. We understand that, but it's a doorway into another world, another reality. So it's just, it's on how you look at things. Yes, I don't say it's the most positive energy, but we will have a more understanding of it when the time's right. Maybe many of you do understand. Some have fear because they don't want to lose the life that they have right now. They feel that's going to take it away. Now, most of you will keep it away, but some will bring it to them because they want to change their life. But it doesn't mean it will be death. So, yes, your governments are taking advantage of it. They are manipulating what they want to manipulate, but human consciousness can heal that. But there's a lot to learn here, as you can see. Yeah, just remove the fear component. Allow global extraterrestrial understanding, alien understanding. Yes, you are more than this reality. Physical reality is necessary for growth. Yes. A growth that is sometimes unkind, but necessary. Well, because many of you are going to the higher levels. And some of you are the most tests. This is why some individuals on your world, yes, get the job that you want and live the life of luxury. But the real test is to do something else that you don't want to do. And you can grow, because many of you are going to a higher level of dimensions. Are going to, you're moving up the levels. Other beings are not. They're trickster beings. They're not here to do that. They're here to coax you into comfortableness, to keep you under, the third dimensional control. They're doing their job. Not always the best, though. Most of them are kind of falling apart mentally and physically, but give them credit at least. They're trying. But as more humanity has more confidence of themselves, this side restricts their energy when no longer have power over your society. And you will see your government entities how they truly are, and heal it. Not protest it, heal it. Yes, government is human consciousness, and there's a lot of pain there. Resentment is not fully felt. Humanity has not felt like it met its full potential. As many of you feel that, well, because that's the lessons of this reality. There's a lot of small lessons to be learned that have been ignored. And yes, there's always more potential. You can all grow into a higher realm, of course. But the little details matter a great deal. So, alright, our energies are with you. Trust yourselves. Trust your psychic abilities. Allow yourself to awaken. Many feel, yes, that's not real, this is not. They're putting up doorways and blockages so they can't grow. Quite alright, though. That's your path. And there's no judgment there. This isn't for everyone. But eventually, everyone will understand it. Eventually. Blessings.